I know this may still be somewhat of a long video. You can listen to this like a podcast, but if you are actually watching the video of it, then at least you have something to look at, which, let's be honest, that may just be considered a bit of a punishment at this point. Hey everyone, so I'm finally doing a trophy collection update video. If you remember, I did this 2 years ago, and that was the first time I did it. So it was like an hour-long video going over every single trophy I did. And I said, oh, you know, we'll let some time pass and I'll do an update video. So here it is. Granted, it's a little late. That was filmed January 2016. I don't know when this will get uploaded, but as I'm filming it right now, this is the 22nd of January 2018. So, and I may hold on to this video for a while, so it may be months before you see this. And trust me, not much is going to change, because you'll be kind of disappointed in my progress up to that point. Because in 2016, the last video I did, I had 94 platinums, and I was level 28 on PlayStation Network. I did my whole spiel there. You know, I explained I love trophies. You know, I like gaming a lot, obviously. I'm a little bit of a completionist, so I'm not necessarily a trophy whore. I don't go out of my way to platinum games that I would never play, but if I'm going to buy a game, if I'm going to play a game, I like to do it to 100%. And so you'll be surprised to see that I didn't make that much progress from then. My gaming time, it's not like it's dramatically dropped. It's just like, it's a number of things. A lot of games I play nowadays, if I know, this is where I get weird. This is where I'm getting really OCD and weird. If I know I'm not going to platinum a game, now I play it on a separate account. So if I wanna guiltlessly play through a game and not worry about trophies, which as I get older feels more and more pleasurable, I guess you could say, I'm doing that more and more often. So I'm playing a lot of games. I'm still playing a decent amount of games, certainly less than I was like 2+ years ago, because I earned a lot of my platinums about 5 years ago during like PlayStation 3, like in the heat of the middle of the PlayStation 3. Well, actually, even 5 years ago, that's not that long ago now that I think about it. So maybe longer than that, but a lot of them came from the PlayStation 3, and then a little bit from Vita, and then I'd say more than Vita are on PlayStation 4. But geez, where was I going with that? Oh, obviously we're doing a face cam this video too, which is cool, right? Because the last time I did this, I wasn't doing face cam for any of my content, so that's cool. So I know this may still be somewhat of a long video. You can listen to this like a podcast, but if you are actually watching the video of it, then at least you have something to look at, which, let's be honest, that may just be considered a bit of a punishment at this point. But so you can see right here, so I'm at 111 platinums, level 30, 524 gold, 1,488 silver, 4,234 bronze. I really didn't get that far from 2 years of progress. 17 platinums, basically. And this is what I was kind of demonstrating, trying to explain before, if you don't care about trophies that much or whatever. The higher you level up on PSN, you really do not get much percentage towards your level. So I had, 17, that's 17 full games, full platinum trophies, not just platinums, but also the bronze, silver, and gold that go with it, and I only leveled up twice. So once you're like that high up in PSN level, you need a lot to go up in level. So let's go right into the trophies, and I'll just cover some of the stuff. Obviously, I'll just cover the new stuff, and I'll talk about how much I've enjoyed it and whatnot. You'll be ashamed to see that Skyrim VR is only at 5%. I haven't been able to play nearly as much of it as I'd like to, and part of it is because, VR is, as much as I love VR, it's such a chore sometimes because I have to, a lot of people that play VR, we always say that we got to get in like a somewhat of a mindset. I said we, like I'm part of some sort of elite army. I sound like a douchebag, but you know what I mean. If you have VR, because sometimes you just have to be in a mood to do it, and especially something like Skyrim, that's an all-day thing. I've got to be in the mood to play that game all day, and especially in VR, you're strapping on the whole thing. I like using the 2-move controllers with that game, so you really got to be into it. And as I sit there and look at that 5% on Skyrim VR, I think to myself, what the hell did I get myself into? I should have played that on a separate account. Because now I'm thinking, because when I started, I'm like, oh, I'll play it on my main account. It's Skyrim. Why wouldn't I want to do, the whole game 100% again? It was a great game. Everybody loves Skyrim. But now I'm thinking, oh, Jesus Christ, the whole game in VR, which I don't have a problem with, but it's the whole game in VR. So that means I got to do all the trophies, which that might be a bit of a stretch. I should have just guiltlessly played it on a separate account. City Skylines, and what you may not know about me is I really enjoy city builders a lot, which they're usually best played on the computer, which I do. But when it came to PS4, I was like, you know what? Yeah, because trophies. So as better and as fun as it is to play on PC, I definitely had to get the PS4 version. and go through. How do I already have 1% in this? Experience fog. Wow, I don't even remember playing the DLC for this. Okay, but anyway, yeah, City Skylines is a lot of fun. And what's cool about City Skylines is it makes you play the game in a way that you typically wouldn't play it. I mean, that's the whole thing of trophies. But what I mean by that is, like, you'd be in a situation where there's trophies that have you, like, have a bad crime rate for, like, 2 years in a row and hold it. And then there's another one where, you're 95%, so you'd work towards that one. But another one is, like, good lord, like right here, no water or ground pollution in the city. Okay, that's something that you also want to do. Where are the ones that you don't want to do? Oh, you know what? They're actually not in here. Because there's a trophy for unlocking all the buildings, and to unlock all the buildings, you have to do like another set of things in the game that are not going to be listed in the trophies. But one of them actually that I'm working on right now, and I'm kind of stuck on, is you have to have 30,000 industrial zones. And so I just started zoning all this industrial, and then it just got totally screwy. My traffic got super messed up. Export and import were backed up huge by traffic. Industry is prone to a lot of fires, so a lot of my factories got set on fire. Fire trucks can't get to them because of the traffic, so then they burn down. And what's great is that if your industry burns down, it still counts towards the 30,000. So now I just have a wasteland of burnt industry and a bunch of trucks that can't get through traffic. And I still haven't hit 30,000. If you were there for the live stream, Jak and Daxter, The Precursor Legacy, this is like the 4th or 5th time I platinum Jak and Daxter, The Precursor Legacy, and it's like maybe the 12th or 13th time I played through the game 100%, but that was a live stream I did. It's on this YouTube channel. It's about 8 hours long, where I just play the game from start to finish, 100%, and I just talked to you guys and had a good time. That was awesome. I know you guys want me to live stream more, and I will soon. Persona 5. What's interesting is that I started the Persona games for the first time last year. I never played a Persona game until I started Persona 4 Golden last year. And I actually bought Persona 4 Golden when it came out, which was like 2015, I think. But I never actually started it. So I bought it new and held on to it for 2 years and didn't start it until last year. Of course, I fell in love with it. It's Persona. The game was awesome. But I played that game on my Japanese Vita, which is my other account. And you know, Vita doesn't have multiple logins, so you basically need a whole nother Vita if you want a separate account that you don't have to constantly reset and restart. So I played it on the Japanese Vita thinking, okay, I know this game is actually pretty infamous for being kind of an annoying platinum, and I didn't want to do that for my first time going through that game, especially if I didn't know I was going to like it or not. And then I loved it. So then I thought, okay, well, time to jump into 5. I love this game, so I'm just going to play it on my main account. I will definitely go back and platinum Persona 5, but that's going to be a very demanding game. It's a very long game if you even want to play just for enjoyment. It's like a 100-hour game, just to go from start to finish. Completely linear in the sense of, like, you're not doing anything extra. It just takes that long to finish, but it's awesome. Life is Strange, a very easy platinum, and a very great game. I feel like I don't have to talk about that. Horizon, I have to go and do all these DLC trophies, but my god, Horizon also speaks for itself. Very good. What I like about Horizon, it's a very straightforward platinum. Really nothing too crazy. A lot of collectibles, you know, like, do all the collectibles, do all the side quests. I'm fairly confident there's no missable trophies, if I remember correctly. And it's not overly difficult, you know, but it's the kind of game where it's just very rewarding to finish, and it's very doable to finish. I often akin that to, like, the Spyro games on PS1. The 3 Spyro games on PlayStation 1 are very rewarding to play. I always say that because you can 100% those games, and it's really not that hard at all. They're, you know, there's no huge penalty. And I hate to be the guy that's like, oh, participation trophy, basically, but they are. They're just satisfying to play, and you're not frustrated going through them. Last of Us Remastered. Here's the thing. I don't remember, because the ordering might be different based on what I've played recently. Like, I'm pretty sure the Bioshock Infinite collection, or the Bioshock collection, I'm pretty sure that was in the last video. I don't know. Let me see. 912. Okay, no. So then these are all things I did earn after the video. But Bioshock's awesome. I planned all the Bioshock games on PlayStation 3, so doing them again on PS4 was like an absolute pleasure. I had no problem with that whatsoever. When they announced the Bioshock collection, I was like, yes, Daddy, this is exactly what I need. And I keep saying Daddy a lot, and I don't know why. It's just one of the things I do recently. So don't be off-put by it. I don't have daddy issues whatsoever. In fact, that's a little, you know, it's a little kinky, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not into that shit. I'm telling you, I'm not, man. Alright, but so actually what's interesting about The Last of Us is that this is the first time I platinumed The Last of Us. I didn't do it on... Oh, no, wait. See, that's 2015. So I definitely must have talked about that in the last video. See, isn't this going to be fun? just me bullshitting throughout this whole video. It's really not going to be that long. Gone Home was kind of annoying because actually Gone Home's like totally easy, but I could not get the one trophy where I shouldn't even. I kind of think of spoilers. Gone Home's annoying because the one trophy where it's like beat the game in like under a minute, it was not unlocking for me. I timed myself and everything. It was not unlocking for me. It just wouldn't do it. It was really pissing me off. Dear Esther. I don't remember like this game at all. I remember not even really enjoying it, to be honest. I felt like it was too... What was my problem with that game? It was too ambiguous for me, I guess. It was like too much left up to the imagination. Like, I know it tells a certain story, and you can look it up to like get a better interpretation of it, but sometimes I just don't like games that are super heavy on the ambiguity. Sometimes I just like to just tell me what's happening, you know, like be transparent with me, the player. Sometimes I don't like being in a position where I have to interpret what's going on. See, all the complaints I've made so far, it makes it sound like I'm just some fucking idiot who just wants my hand held through everything. And honestly, as I get older, that's not too far from the truth. But I still love... But Bioshock was a tough game. Bioshock 1, in particular, was actually very, very difficult on Survivor difficulty, which I always enjoyed going through again. Always. Inside was pretty dope. Uncharted 4, I do not have the... See, I don't remember. Yeah, 2016 this game came out. I dude, my mind is so messed up. I mean, I know it was 2016, but I don't know. I'm not getting the timing right. Because I filmed that video January 2016. So definitely Uncharted 4 didn't come out at that point. I still don't have a platinum. I finished it once, and I enjoyed it a lot. Don't get me wrong. It's just like, I'm way busier than I was, like, years ago. My job's a lot more demanding. I had a pretty heavy social life. You know, things change, you know, and I just haven't been able to play as many games as I could back in the day. Cat Lateral Damage was fun, but it was also kind of grindy. You had to do like a lot of annoying shit in this game. But it's exactly what you think it is. You get to be a cat, and you get to knock down stuff off shelves and stuff, which was like a really silly game. Like knock over 20,000 objects. It's just a silly game, and I believe it also got VR support recently, if I'm not mistaken. Need for Speed. I did end up playing this game finally. I really enjoyed the Need for Speed. The 2015 Need for Speed. I really like this game a lot. There's my Lambo Aventador. I also rocked a Nissan GTR in this game too. Pretty hard. Where is it? Where's my GTR? Is that my GTR? Yeah. Yeah, dude, that was sick. Oh man, this game, I enjoyed this game a lot actually. I'm not gonna lie. Firewatch. When did these come out? Yeah, 2016. Yeah, so I did all the Grand Theft Autos too on PS4. Which was awesome. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, those games did come out prior, too. Wait, let me see. Yeah, see, January. I do remember. Because I had to just research this, too. I don't remember what... I don't know what 17 games of platinum since then. Like, the order's all screwy. You know, I've started these... Can I... What are the sorting... There's no sorting options. What the hell am I thinking? Like, I can just do in sequential order. Like, when did I earn them? I do wish there were better... options for trophies. Oh, good, this is a wonderful video. Because I don't know what... I'd have to check them all manually. Yeah, that was in the last video. Yeah, that was definitely in the last video. Oh, that was definitely... What the fuck did I earn, then? The simulator games? So, yeah, this would have been after, I think. Alright, there you go. I did the Goat Simulator games. Jesus, this game's got a lot of DLC. Holy shit. This game's easy, too, so... Alright, that's a bunch of bronze I can re-earn. Awesome. Awesome. Good stuff. Man. LBP3 was 2014? That's crazy, son. That's crazy. Where are all these games then that I did? I guess that is all of them. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10. Ratchet & Clank was fun. That was an awesome game. 11. So that'd be 12. 13. Oh, I definitely, yeah, that's a super old platinum. What the hell am I checking that for? Same with Resogun. Oh, well, I guess there's a few stragglers. Well, there you go. There's my update. You've seen what I've done since then. Oh, actually, I will say Job Simulator, my first virtual reality platinum. I still stand by it. That is like the best VR game you can play right now, today. It's just, it's funny. It's easy on anybody that deals with motion sickness. It's very immersive when you're using 2 move controllers or 2 motion, whatever motion inputs they have now for Oculus and Vive. I haven't been following them super closely. I know they have them, but I don't know what they're called because I sometimes like to be very technical. But it's a lot of fun, and it's easy. You know, the trophies are basically just do stuff, and it's not stuff that you have to do. So you do have to go out of your way to do the trophies in this game. But it's not like it's hard to go out of your way to do these things. It's just like scratch off a winning lottery ticket. Like, okay, it's going to take you like 5 seconds. But you don't have to do that in the game. Or actually, I think you do have to do that one. Alright, never mind. Well, either way, that's a fun game. That was my first virtual reality platinum. And I believe I platinumed that before they updated VR games to have trophy notifications. Because when you earned trophies when PlayStation VR came out, all you did was you heard it. Nothing was in front of you to tell you that you earned one. Now, there's actually like a little overlay of text that shows you that you earned a trophy. Although it doesn't list anything. I think it's just a trophy icon. That's it. And it just it beeps at you to let you know, like, hey, you earned a trophy. Which is pretty cool. So I guess what I have to do is platinum Uncharted 4, which I really do have to do. And there's other things in here that I played on my other account that I was like, you know what, I will platinum this, but I don't know when, and I don't want to make the commitment just yet. So, like things like Uncharted Lost Legacy, and I didn't even start Final Fantasy 15. I feel like I will end up platinuming that. I started Farpoint on my other account, which I'm happy with. I'm definitely not going to platinum that game. Farpoint's the VR move game. Well, it's got that not sharpshooter. That was the old PS3 accessory. This is called the aim controller, which basically just looks like a bunch of PVC pipe with a move controller at the end of it. But that game actually is pretty good. But I'm not going to get a platinum in it. I'm trying to look at my game collection, see what else I got up there. You know what? I'm in this habit. I'm in that point in my life where I'm just buying stuff. And I'm buying it with the uncertainty of ever starting it. You know what I mean? And I've been playing a lot of 3DS and Switch recently, so that's why the PlayStation stuff is just on a bit of a decline. But I really would like to finish Cities because I went pretty hard on this game when it came out, and it just came to a crawl. And I moved on to other games because it was just taking too long. And I also want to have a mini rant. There is no disc version for this game in the US. I had to import a copy from Europe, which was annoying. Why is there no disc for this game? I don't know. And why are VR games going up in value for their discs? Like, Job Simulator was like $25 on disc. It came out digital first, so I wanted the game, so I bought it digital. Then it came out on disc. I thought, okay, well, I'll get it when I feel like it, right? Now they just don't print the disc anymore, and the disc shot up in value. Now it's like $80 to $100 for a Job Simulator on disc. Same with Robinson the Journey. If you want to buy the disc version of that game, it's like $100. What the fuck? Print more? Why are you not? What, you just stop printing discs all of a sudden? Stop. Get more of them out there. There's clearly demand for it. Christ, like a limited run game or something. But these games, they weren't limited run at all. They just were just printed to be sold. Alright, you get a mini rant in the trophy update video. Really not a whole lot else going on. Virginia was, I don't want to say fun. It was just interesting. It was like one of those games where you just like, you kind of just sit there and you soak it in. And you're really not sure if you're enjoying yourself, which I know sounds weird. But you're definitely compelled, right? You want to keep playing it to see what's happening. You're like, if I remember correctly, you're like an FBI agent with a partner. Very cinematic-esque, but it's like a walking simulator, basically. It's just a short, like 3-4 hour game. But it was very cool. I liked it a lot. I just have such a poor memory. It's like it's like I'm sitting here going, oh yeah, I really like that. Don't remember, but I really liked it. Excuse me. I'm dying. I'm sitting here going through the 4 things I played in 2 years, trying to make the video semi-longer. But there's really no need, because I knew this was going to be a shorter video anyway. There you go, that's it. Maybe in 2 more years I'll have something more to show for it. But you'll see, I really didn't advance all that far on the trophy game. I still love trophies dearly. I don't have the tenacity that I did like 6-7 years ago. Because that was where I earned a majority of my games. A majority of my platinums. Also, you know what's weird too? I don't know why, but I remember this. I don't remember ever talking about my GTA 4 platinum from the last video. That was an hour long. I feel like I just glossed over it. I'm pretty sure I never mentioned it. Which I would just like to mention right now. Grand Theft Auto 4 is probably, I think it's one of my rarest platinums. It was one of my hardest platinums. The game's very difficult. Takes a very long time. The multiplayer stuff is really where it's going to get you. And at one point, you have the last trophy I needed was to reach the last online rank online. So you need to reach rank 10. That's the last rank. And you need an absurd amount of money. It's $100 per kill in that game. And like one of the fastest ways to do like one of the co-op missions, and you get like $4,500 every 3 minutes. That's still going to take you a long ass time. I forget how much money I think you need like 10 million or something. 10 to 20 million to reach the last rank online. And it just got to a point where the grinding was killing my soul. So I set up 2 PlayStation 3s, had 2 copies of Grand Theft Auto 4, and there was a deathmatch you could set up to where you could tape your controllers and basically snipe the other player over and over again as they would respawn in the same exact area. And you would do that and leave your consoles running, and that would accumulate the money to rank up, which I had no fucking problem doing because grinding is an arbitrary thing. I have no problem with people cheating or getting around grinding trophies, because grinding implies that there's no skill involved. You just have to do some tedious task over and over and over again. I don't fault any of you whatsoever if you have an exploit to get past a grinding specific trophy, which is what I did. I also did that for Resistance 2 to get 10,000 kills online. 2 PS3s. You needed a DLC map pack so you could find yourself online in a lobby and you just snipe yourself over and over again. And there's your kills. Thank you all for watching another video of mine. Subscribe for more PlayStation goodness and things of that nature. And I will see you all in my next video. Take it easy.